If you recently had breast cancer surgery and now all of a sudden you have extreme pain raising your arm, you might be having something called axillary whip syndrome, which is also known as cording. My name is Barfin. I'm a doctor of physical therapy and I specialize in oncology and lymphedema. And in this video, I'll show you some exercises you can do to get rid of cording. But first, let's talk about what cording is and how you can know you have it. If you have cording, you'll most likely be able to see a thick rope-like structure in your inner arm under your skin. In extreme cases, it can extend into inner elbow and sometimes even down to the thumb. In especially skinny patients, it can also go down into the chest. In some cases, you might not be able to see the cording, however, you'll feel the pain and sense of tightness in your inner arm, especially when you try to raise your arm sideways in this direction. Cording typically occurs anywhere from several days to several weeks after breast cancer surgery and typically resolves within several weeks. It's very important to do stretches that are specific to cording to gain your function and range of motion back. In fact, you should be doing these stretches 2 to 3 times a day. When you're doing these exercises, make sure to go until you feel a gentle stretch. So at your end range, you should feel a slight discomfort or pull. However, these exercises should never be painful. Some patients may still see the cording even if they gain their function and mobility back. However, if your symptoms don't resolve with stretches of your own, please contact your doctor so you can see a physical therapist who has experience treating this condition. Now, if you're ready, let me show you some exercises you can do to get rid of cording. We're going to start with snow angels. For this exercise, we're going to lie down on our back with our arms by our side and palms facing up. From here, we're going to go ahead and slowly slide our arms out to the side without lifting them off the floor. Once you feel a gentle pull, either in the armpit region or in the elbow, depending on where your cording is, you're going to hold this for 5 to 10 seconds. Again, you should only be feeling a slight discomfort at your end range, but it should never be painful. As you do this exercise more and more often, you're going to realize your range of motion increasing. After that 5 to 10 second holds, we're going to slide our arms down, returning to starting position. You can repeat this exercise 8 to 10 times, and you can do it anywhere between 2 to 4 sets. Next, we're going to do supine flexion, which is going to help you bring your arms all the way up this way. You can use a cane or broomstick for this one. You might remember this from my other videos. I love this exercise. You're going to go ahead and hold your stick with 2 hands. We're going to keep our elbows straight, shoulders back and down. From here, we're going to bring our arms all the way up, keeping the elbows straight. Again, as far as you can go until you feel that gentle pull or discomfort, but this exercise too should never be painful. At our end range, we're gonna hold this 3 to 5 seconds only. Make sure you're relaxing and are able to breathe at this point. And after that 3 to 5 seconds, we're gonna bring it back. If you want, you can either stop here or you can bring your arms all the way down. With this exercise too, you can repeat 8 to 10 times, and anywhere between 2 to 4 sets is perfectly fine. The other thing I want to mention, when you're doing this exercise, it is so easy to compensate by arching our lower back. An example would be this. So make sure you're also tightening your core, which is going to help you stabilize your lower back. Next, we're gonna do butterfly stretch, which is one of my favorite exercises because it doesn't only help with cording, but it also gives a gentle, nice pec stretch. So we're in this position still. We're gonna go ahead and place our hands behind our neck with elbows facing up. From here, we're gonna slowly bring our arms out, letting the gravity take over. Once you feel a gentle stretch, hold this position for about 10 seconds if you can. It's okay if 10 seconds is too long. We just have to start with whatever we can do and increase it slowly. After the 10 seconds, we're gonna bring our elbows in, going back to the starting position. Again, with this exercise too, we can repeat 10 times, anywhere between 2 to 4 sets. And at the end range, you should only feel discomfort, but not pain. With this one, you're most likely gonna feel this in front of your chest and also armpit more than the elbow. If this becomes easy, a progression from this exercise will be open books, where you lay on your side with your arms in front of you and elbows straight. From here, we're gonna go ahead and bring our top arm all the way across, following with our head and turning from our upper body. Again, go as far as you can go until you feel a gentle stretch. We can hold for 3 to 5 seconds and then going back to the starting position. I'm going to show you guys this side too so you can see from the front as well. So I have my arms straight out in front of me. From here, I'm going to go ahead and bring my top arm all the way up and across until I feel a nice pull across my chest and in my upper arm. I'm gonna hold this for about 5 seconds and come back to the starting position. Again, with this exercise too, just a gentle slight discomfort at the end, should not be painful, and you can do this 10 times, 2 to 3 sets. We're gonna do the remaining exercises in a seated position. So grab a chair that's comfortable for you. Make sure you're sitting tall. From here, we're gonna place our hands behind our neck with our elbows out to the side. We're gonna go ahead and side bend away from the affected side where you have the cording. So if I have the cording on my right side, then I'm gonna focus on bringing my right elbow up towards the ceiling, bending towards the left side with my trunk. We're gonna hold this position for 3 to 5 seconds and slowly come back to the starting position. The same thing with this exercise. We want to feel just a slight discomfort at the end range, but we don't want to feel any pain. And you can do this 8 to 10 times as well, repeating 2 to 4 sets. This one is very similar to the previous one. We're in the same position. Make sure you're sitting tall. We're going to place our hands behind the neck with elbows out to the side, and from here we're gonna go ahead and twist towards the affected side as far as you can go. Once you feel a slight discomfort, hold this just for a second, come back to the starting position, and then we're gonna twist in the other direction. Pause for a second and come back to the midline. With this too, you can do 8 to 10 times on each side, so that will be a total of 16 to 20 reps. And you can do this 2 to 4 times, 2 to 4 sets as well. And the last exercise is a nerve glide exercise, which helps tremendously with cording. For this one, you can do it seated or standing, it doesn't matter. We're gonna go ahead and bring our arm up to 90 degrees if you can. If you can't get to 90, that's okay. Just go as far as you can go, whatever that looks like, either here or down here. Make sure you're keeping your shoulder down, don't shrug it, with elbow straight. From here, we're gonna go ahead and bend our wrist backwards. Stop once you feel a gentle pull, and you'll feel that pull most likely in your upper arm here. We're gonna hold this for 1 to 2 seconds and come back to the starting position. And one of the most common compensations with this nerve glide is bending the elbow or shrugging the shoulder. So just be careful. If you can actually do this exercise in front of the mirror where you can see your posture, I would definitely recommend doing that. You can do this 3 sets of 10, where you take 5 to 10 second breaks between each set, or you can do all 30 of them together if you can tolerate it. That's it for this video. I hope you guys found it helpful. Please don't forget to subscribe below if you want to see more content like this, and share this video with someone who can benefit from these exercises and the information as well. Thank you so much again, and hope to see you in a different video.